Hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. Yes, this is Flat World Survival. I stumbled across something on the Curseforge launcher, and yes, there's no villages or structures in this. I've managed to get myself a bonus chest in this with hardly anything, look, but it's modded, guys. So yes, this is about 50 odd days that I actually managed to survive in my Flat World Survival modded adventure. Now, this has been created by Curseforge, and you can actually find this, like I said, on the Curseforge launcher. It's only got 42 mods. It's hardly got anything. But yes, let's get straight into this and load up this world. It's in hardcore, guys. Are you ready? As soon as I spawn in, this is absolute carnage. There's loads and loads of slimes, which is what I'm not really used to. The last time I played on a flat world, there was no slimes. It doesn't exist on Bedrock Edition. But yes, we get this blueprint package, which is something from Silence Tools. No, that is not Silent Whisperers Tools. If you know that YouTuber, just leave a comment right now. But yeah, what this is essentially is a way of making a load of tools out of anything, which is really cool. This actual mod pack is, as such does come with a couple of quests, but I think it's like in alpha stage right now. But yeah, hello. Let's get on with this. I just showed you here. There's a couple of other features like maps and stuff. But there we go. Once we use this blueprint, we do get given a load of different blueprints as such for different tools. Now, it's random each time. I believe I got the katana. I think you can get a different sword each time. Again, I don't know if Curseforge, the mod pack developers, modified this or something. I think it's just a standard thing. But anyway, I wanted to get things started off here by gathering up some dirt. Yeah, we do get a bauble slot as well. But I wanted to get the dirt because, you know, it's a bit of a safety thing right now. I haven't got anything. Apart from, as you saw at the very start of the video, I do get a couple of apples, a couple of saplings, and a wooden sword. Now, I've been quite generous in giving myself the wooden sword. It's just to get rid of the slime boys because they are so annoying. Like, so annoying. I absolutely hate slimes now, thanks to playing this. But yeah. First of all, I wanted to go for food. I don't think I'm going to get very far without any mutton, right? So that's what I did. I killed all those sheep, and there was 4 in total. And I managed to get myself a bit of wool as well. So once I grow, or hopefully grow a tree, I can obviously make myself a bed. But yes, the problem with this is, when you get hit, you do lose quite a bit of health when you get hit. So therefore, you use a lot of saturation and hunger points. But yes, I spotted in the distance over there. Hopefully you can see. There is a couple of chickens and a couple of cows as well. Now, again, a chicken's not very useful right now, but maybe I could cook it up later. See, I think it's a 50-50 chance, right, of you actually getting poisoned from eating raw chicken, just as in real life, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to make myself a bit of a dirt house, hut thingy. I don't really know what you want to call this. A starter home, I should say. Basically, it's just to stop these slimes attacking me constantly. They are so freaking annoying. And yes, twerking for trees is not actually in this. It's so weird playing a mod pack without twerking for crops to grow or trees. If you don't know what that is, basically you twerk, or you sneak and stop. You press sneak about 1 million times, like spam it basically, and then your character goes crouching, so it looks like he's twerking. But basically, yeah, you sneak, and it gives the bone meal effect to crops or saplings or trees or whatever, right? But yeah, it's not in this, which is quite strange. So I just used my torches in the end, and we do get these soul gems. I've never ever used soul gems before. I don't really know how this works, but from what I can gather, I think it's some sort of new like crafting table that you just mix with these gems and chicken eggs, and you can make the actual mob spawn egg. But yes, I started to dig around, and I noticed there's sieves in this as well. Prior to recording this, I did quickly play one little through, and I quite enjoyed it, and I didn't really look too much into what mods are in this. I wanted to go in there quite blind, if you know what I mean. So this is why you're probably going to see me and notice me looking up on the JUI thing to search different things. I'm not really following the quests. I'm just kind of going how I would go. But anyway, I noticed there's sieves. What do you need for sieves? You need dirt. And also, and you're probably wondering, how do we get to the end? Yes, you cannot craft end portal frames there. I'm clicking on it. You can craft end cakes. So it's quite pricey. You do need a couple of gas tiers for this as well, which is not very fun, especially if you know me. I'm not I'm not the greatest in the Nether. But yes, the first day is about to end, so I need to kind of hurry up right now. Because yeah, it's gonna get dark, and you know, I'm in a flat world. There's gonna be mobs everywhere. So yeah, we've managed to get enough dirt to encase my little hut, so I can hopefully survive this first night. Spoiler, I probably do, because otherwise the video would have ended by now, maybe. But anyway, I managed to lure a skeleton. Now, I really wanted to get this guy because obviously he drops bones. Bones equal bone meal. And then I can grow my saplings a lot quicker, right? And not only that, hopefully he would drop some arrows and a bow or something so I could actually use. But unfortunately, he didn't drop anything of value. But if you've got a really keen eye there, you would have noticed mystical agriculture's in this. Yeah, I got some of the essence stuff that you use to upgrade your little crystals, and then you can actually get some special crops growing, which is really, really cool. So hopefully I will eventually get to that at some point. But first couple of days, obviously, you're going to see me struggling to try and survive right now. So yeah, we're still on the first night, but I managed to get myself a bone, as you just saw. And yeah, that means I can actually bone meal this sapling and hopefully get some wood. And once you get wood in Minecraft, you can pretty much do anything, right? You know, you can make a crafting table. I can make sticks. I can actually try out these silence tools, maybe. We'll try it, shall we? And see what it's all about. But anyway, let's turn this into bone meal. And I noticed there, you can actually use this as a tool rod, which is quite strange. Again, I've only played with silence gear a little bit. I know enough to obviously use it, but there's a lot to learn on it, guys. If you've never ever played with modpack with silence gear, you've really been missing out, because honestly, I personally think it's better than Tinker's Construct. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but yes. Also, we got Vein Miner in here, or FTB Ultimine, and I've completed my first quest, which is to gather a log, I believe. Obviously, if you weren't like me and did have structures on, you would have probably got yourself a log or a sapling or something from one of the villagers or villages that spawn in, right? But yes, I've actually got Ultimine on here as well. And the reason I didn't actually use it at the start is because I don't know if you've ever used like Vein Mine or anything like that before, but it does actually destroy your saturation. So I didn't want to use it until I had a bit of security, a bit of safety. But anyway, enough blabbering on. We're making a oak wood katana. What? I've never made one of these before, so I was really confused, and I wonder, what does this thing actually do? So let's go and try it out on this spider. It's just like a sword. I don't really know what it does. But anyway, these things actually level up as well, and they get stronger, or they get little different things. Very much like Tinker's Construct in a way, like it used to be. I don't know if it's still like that now. I don't know if tools get leveled up anymore. But anyway, we made ourselves a chest. No, we didn't. We actually grabbed that. Haha. I didn't want to use up my wood and make myself a chest. Don't be silly. Obviously, I spawned in with a bonus chest, right? Now, I noticed here there's actually a shield blueprint. Does that really mean I can make a wooden shield? I really, really wanted to try this. And you can! Oh my god. Surely this thing's going to be epic, right? This is going to protect me from those stupid slimes, I hope. Oh god. But yeah, we spam saplings everywhere. Obviously, I've made myself a crook. If the sieves are in this, there's crooks as well. But yeah, look at this funky thing. Doesn't that look so weird? Oh god, I'm not a big fan of shields in Minecraft anyway, but I thought I'd make it because I'm on hardcore, right? I don't want to GG it right at the start. But anyway, I'm going to make some more planks here. We're going to start investigating how do we actually get a sieve. Okay, we need some strip logs. Pretty easy to get. Okay, so let's start chopping down some more trees, and hopefully they will grow quite quickly. Again, I can use a crook, like I said. The crook's really cool because you get, like, I think it's 3 or 4 times more drops from leaves, which is really, really cool. But you also get a high chance of apples, and apples obviously means food for me, which is really, really cool. But not only that, I can cure zombie villagers. If you follow me and subscribed, and you know me, I love curing villagers, so I need golden apples, right? But anyway, I could start actually stripping some logs. And I decided to make myself a composter as well because I'm getting quite a lot of saplings right now. And I can obviously compost them down into bone meal. But I was just having a quick look to see what other ways of getting bone meal there was. And yes, we can get it from cod. Which is quite strange. I'm used to Bedrock Edition. So obviously Bedrock Edition, you only get bones. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm decided to go ahead and we're gonna go for a run, guys. What I'm trying to do is wait a minute because basically I've put some silkworms on leaves. And I'm trying to wait to make sure the leaves go all white, and then when you break them, you actually get string. And with that string, I can make my first string mesh for my sieve. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just waiting around, thinking, is it clear? Can I go? Sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Look, I'm so happy I made doors. It's just so I could see through, if that makes sense. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And look at all that juicy string. That's a stack of string and a stack of those silkworms in a matter of seconds. Absolutely bonkers. Wow. But also, another thing with the silkworms, you can actually eat those little fellas if you cook them up, which is quite handy. They're not great, but anyway. And also, I got sniped here by this slime. So I thought, ooh, why don't we try out the old beautiful little shield? Yes, my katana break. And when they break, you have to repair them. Check this out, guys. What was that? Yes, this thing is so weak. It's got like no durability whatsoever. But anyway, we made ourselves a string mesh. That means I can actually sieve up dirt now. And why is this so important? It's because you actually get pebbles. And what do these pebbles do? You put 4 of them in your crafting table and you get yourself a piece of cobblestone. So time to upgrade. So yes, I made myself a shovel, and yeah, as you saw there, I just got a load of dirt in a matter of seconds. Obviously, by the way, through this whole video, I've edited about 13.5 hours worth of footage here, guys. Obviously, a lot of this is going to look a lot quicker than it is. I swear to you, this is so grindy. If you haven't, you know, you should go and try this out for yourself. It's so grindy. If you love the grind and you like having nothing and getting loads of stuff from nothing, this is perfect for you. But anyway, as you can see, I've got myself a bed now. I've got some cooked silkworm. I've got some bamboo seeds in my hotbar. Yes, when you sieve dirt, you actually get a load of different seeds and saplings and different things like sweetberry bush seeds and new crops that I've never heard of before in this. I think it's like Palm's Harvest Craft 2 or something, that mod. But anyway, sweet berries are quite handy because I can compost them and I can eat them and they grow hell of a quick. I feel like they are one of the most underrated food source in Minecraft. They're not amazing, but hey. Anyway, I wanted to make myself a campfire. Yes, I've also got a furnace as well. You probably spotted that. And yes, I can obviously make some torches as well. But I wanted to make a campfire. You know me. I love campfires. It's a free cooking source. So yes, I could cook that chicken that I finally got at the very start of the first day. But anyway, I need to make something here called a knife. This is to make templates for silence gear. And what you could do is chop up a couple of logs like this, look. So you take the bark off them essentially with the knife, and then you can actually use the little bark template, I should say, to make different templates of the actual weapons you want or tools. But anyway, what I'm making here is a paxel. This is a 3-in-1 tool, so it's an axe, a shovel, and a pickaxe all in one. So essentially what that means, it will dig dirt really fast, logs, and stone all in one. So you save yourself 3 hotbar spaces, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's quite a handy tool. But anyway, what I'm doing here on this like 5th night or something, it's been quite a few nights, believe it or not, guys. Again, I've done quite a lot of editing here. But yeah, I'm just making myself a bit of a makeshift wall, and a little creeper decided to say hi. So we need to deal with this guy. But yes, I wanted to just make a bit of an area to stop these slimes bothering me. Like, I'm trying to chop down trees and stuff, and it's just not practical at all. So I need to come out with some rubbish fast system. And yes, this was a bit of an almost GG moment. If I didn't have dirt on me, I would have been in a bit of a pickle right there. Because I got about 5 zombies after me, and my doors would never have last. So yeah. And yes, it isn't all good. Creepers do blow up still. Don't worry. But yes, if you ever need slime balls, yeah, you're not gonna go short on slime balls. But yeah, we're going up too high on the walls, and I'm making very similar to my Flat World Survival series on the Bedrock edition. Yeah, very similar to that. I made a trench in that, and that's kind of what I was going for. It worked really well for me on that, so I thought, ooh, I may as well give it a go on this one. But anyway, wall is now complete, and yes, I could smash up my little dirt hut. And now we can actually focus on what I need to do. But yes, me using the Feed the Beast Ultimine obviously wrecked the place. And I'm torching everything up here, and still slimes are jumping in here. Now, I feel like I've probably messed up somewhere and left a couple of blocks somewhere that they can jump on. But yes, I almost GG'd it there, look. And it got 3 hearts. And this silkworm is not the greatest food source in Minecraft to get your health back. But yes, I was trying to lure the actual slime into the bushes to see if he took damage. And behold, he does take damage in that, which is really, really handy. So after editing this and after playing it, I really wish I put sweetberry bushes all the way around my wall, and that would have saved me so much aggro. A top tip there for you. But anyway, we're going for a big bulk of sieves right here. So I've gone for 9 in total. So with the sieves, you can actually line them up 3 by 3 like you just saw. And they all function at the same time. So it saves you a lot of time, basically. But yes, you need to have the resources to obviously do it. But yeah, it's really good. So I decided to obviously plant a load of saplings, as you just saw as well. Again, I'm cutting this up quite fast. I'm just searching here as well if there's any other solution to storage. There doesn't really seem to be any storagey kind of mods attached to this, which is a bit sad really, because there's a lot of different resources you can gather. So if the mod pack developer is watching, please could you add storage drawers or something else like Jabber crates if that's a mod still, or some sort of storage solution. I know there's creative bins in it, but maybe like just storage drawers would be the best in my opinion. But anyway, I'm looking at this stuff. I've obviously just ticked off a few quests. I'm looking for it. I'm not really following it as such though. But yeah, you would get some flax seeds. I've never ever grown these before or nor seen them. And we actually got some new food as well. But this is a flax crop. I was like, oh, it must be pretty good because they give it to you. It's just solely for making different food. I don't really care about food. I just play. I don't know. I'm not a foodie person on Minecraft. It's really weird. In real life I am, but not on Minecraft. Anyway, I made this wood crucible. And this is how I'm going to get water. So you essentially not melt. I guess you compost down any like vegetational resources, and it changes it to water basically. Now I'm just having a quick look. Is there a cobblestone generator in this pack? Nope, doesn't look like it. And you'll probably notice in there, how have I got a black-handed netherite shovel? It's not, guys. It's actually a blackstone axe or a basalt axe or something. I was just playing around to see what other different resources I could use for my tools, but they had a bit more durability, basically like a stone axe or shovel. But still, very fun to play with that add-on, that mod, sorry. But yes, here we go. So you're going to see all of these will function in one go. And obviously, because I was just shoveling up all the dirt, I can use it now to get more stone. So I'm also making my base secure, but I'm also making me have more dirt so I can get more resources. Very strange process on this map, but it works really, really well. I genuinely, guys, I really enjoyed playing this. I thought it was really, really good. And I would happily play and do another one at some point. If the mod pack developer updates it and has a few more little things, or maybe adds some actual progression-y quests or something, I don't really know. But anyway, after all of that, about 2.5 stacks, we got about 1.5 stacks or so. Yeah, 1.5 stacks of cobblestone. The other little pebbles you can see there are andesite. So we get andesite, we get granite, we get diorite, we get basalt, and we get blackstone. And I'm noticing here, why is there bats? So I noticed I was a little bit hungry, so I decided to just try the chips and dip. And it's actually really, really good. I wanted to have a quick look at the recipe, but nah, it's far too beyond me. I don't, like I say, I'm not really a big person into food in Minecraft. But anyway, with all that sieving out the way, we actually got ourselves enough cobblestone to make ourselves a stone hammer. The stone hammer is used to break down the cobblestone into gravel. And then you sieve the gravel and you get flint. Worst item ever. God. Yeah, it's a bit disheartening, I'm not gonna lie. After all of that process, you only get flint. But this is how it goes. So yes, we have to grind away and get enough flint to make ourselves flint meshes, and I need 9 of the things. But there is a few other uses for flint, as you can see. But yeah, 6 flint and a mesh, basically. So yeah, we got a lot of sieving to do, unfortunately. But yes, you can actually break down the gravel into sand and then sand into dust. And this dust you can actually sieve and get bone meal from that. And what am I doing here? I'm trying to get some water out of my little crucible that I've been, you know, melting down or composting down. I don't really know what you want to call it. But yes, you can put the dust in a barrel, and when it's full of water, using water bottles at this stage, because we don't have iron buckets, right? And basically what I'm trying to say is we're trying to make porcelain clay. It's quite hard to say. It's a lot of processes just to get porcelain clay. But what I want to make is a porcelain crucible. And this one right in front of me, as you can see, the wood one behind the actual quest there is making water. The porcelain one can make lava, as long as it's got a heat source from, i.e. a torch or something like that. But anyway, I ended up thinking, what am I doing? Why am I making dust to get bone meal? I can make a composter, right? I'm so used to playing mod packs that are in 1.12. But this one is obviously 1.16, and we have a composter that can make bone meal now. But anyway, a long time later, we actually get ourselves the fired crucible. So basically, you make a crucible and you cook it up, and then it becomes fired, and then it actually can, I guess, withstand the heat of lava. I guess that's the idea. I wanted to have a quick check over here and make sure everything's all right, because, you know, I just wanted to make sure that I was safe, because I'm doing all these things and easily a creeper could just randomly climb up on me. Do you know what I mean? Like, they would just creep up on me as they're supposed to. They're called creepers, right? All's looking good, but I noticed there's quite a few skeletons here, so I may as well try and get these guys, because obviously bone meal is quite useful. But then I actually ended up getting quite a lot of mobs after me. And then I got this guy after me. Not so good, Dan. At this current stage, I've hardly got any protection. I think I've made at this stage a flint armor, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't show you that because of the editing, but I've actually got some like basalt or flint armor. I was just playing around to see if we could make like armors out of this silent gear, you know, out of any material, and you can. But yes, I managed to actually kill the Enderman, but I didn't get an Ender Pearl, which I'm a bit sad about, because that would have been quite nice. And look at that, perfectly. We killed it all, and my tool broke. But anyway, the wall is fine. It seems to be fine. I'm doubting myself right at this stage. Oh no, I've got some leather armor. Okay, there we go. But later on, spoiler there, I did make some flint armor, but I don't actually show you that because of the editing. But there we go. We've actually upgraded now, and we've got an additional 7 more of these sieves. And look how satisfying this is. Look at all that items. Oh my god. This is why we need storage drawers, man. There's just so much items everywhere. God. But anyway, after all of that, we got a lot of cobblestone, as you can imagine. And you probably noticed in that chest there, I've actually gone ahead and upgraded a couple of meshes right next to me. So basically what I've done is the one next to me right now is for dirt, because it's just string. And there we go, I got my flint armor on now. Yeah, the one next to me is just string meshes, and then the one that you're going to see now is for gravel, if that makes sense, because now I will get little minerals and stuff as well. But guys, please know, I don't know if the mod pack developer's done this or it's the actual mod. The drop rates on these things are really harsh. As in, they are very, very, very rare. Look at that. 6 gravel then I just saw, and I only got 2 flint and 1 piece of gold. Yeah. Honestly, this is taking the grind really to the next level. There's no automation in this, by the way, so you have to manually do the sieves. I don't know, again, if the mod pack developers finished with this pack, but maybe it would be very good if somehow you could come up with some sort of automation mod or something to add to the sieving, because oh my god, there's so much sieving. But anyway, we got ahead and got ourselves a lava bucket. So we got lava and water. That means we can actually make cobblestone now, which is absolutely awesome. So I don't need to sieve dirt anymore, essentially. Only if I need a few other seeds or, you know, loose ends or saplings or anything. I could just go ahead and use, you know, I can just basically make cobblestone whenever I want and mine it whenever I want, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm very, very stoked and happy that I got lava already. Yes, this is so good. So we're making good progress here. You can see I've got a couple of trees and bamboo growing everywhere. I'm just trying to grow different things and use them to see if they make different sticks or tool handles better or things like that. You know, I'm playing around quite a lot with Silence gear. That's the idea. That kind of rhymed, actually. But anyway, I wanted to make myself a piece of stone here because this is a way of you repairing your stuff. So what I've gone ahead and done is made myself a flint. I can't remember what that is. I think it's the paxel, but it's broken. I can't tell from here. It might be a mattock, but I think it's actually a paxel. But anyway, made this little repair kit. And what I could do now is bin that one. And now if I make a flint paxel, I can repair it. So I went ahead and made myself a flint pickaxe as well. Just because obviously the pickaxe is, to me, more for mining. But I guess a paxel is the same thing. But anyway, we're setting all this up. This is good. And I can probably go AFK or just sit here with something on my mouse, clicking away, while I go make a coffee or something. I get a load of cobble. Again, there's no actual cobblestone generator in this. So it's quite a manual mod pack, which is quite nice. So it's modded, but it's not super modded, if you know what I mean. There is machines in it, though, guys, if you are a bit techie. There is a mechanism in it, which is quite nice. But anyway, I wanted to have a look into how we make some more blueprints, because obviously making the templates is good, but they're only one use. So essentially, the blueprint is the same as the template, but it's infinite use. That's how it works. Love it. It's so cool. Very easy to do. I got sugarcane from the actual dirt that I've been sieving, and I get blue dye. Obviously, I get lapis from the gravel I sieve. But yes, that's how you do it. So think of how a recipe is in Minecraft. So like a chest plate or something, you could just put 8 of them in. And this is how you do it. And there we go, we're making flint. All right. So I do show you how to do the armor. Maybe it was the basalt stuff I didn't show. No, blackstone. There we go. I knew it was one of them I didn't show. But yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is such a cool feature. And it really makes you want to try and different materials you discover in your world, or when you're sieving or anything, you know, like, I wonder what a uranium chest plate is like, or I wonder what a lead sword's like, you know what I mean? You could just mix and match. It's really, really fun. It's really, really cool. And they level up and stuff, which is really nice. And they all come with different abilities and effects and stuff, which is really, really cool. But anyway, I thought of a really cool idea here. I was just mining away the cobblestone with my hammer, and something really sprang in my mind, like, hang on a minute, I've got an absolutely amazing idea right now. What happens if I make this 5 blocks across? Now, what I mean by that is if I put the lava in the middle, you can actually, the lava will spread enough to connect to the water, and it will make 5 blocks. With one piece of lava, you can do that. Now, yes, normally in Minecraft, you don't have something called Ultimine or Vein Miner, right? But because I've got that, I could potentially get 5 pieces of gravel at a time with this method. That was my thinking. So yeah, I couldn't go without a little series or episode here without any trapdoors, by the way. If you know me, I heard a zombie. If you know me, I like my trapdoors. But anyway, 5 pieces of cobblestone. Does this technique work? It does. Oh my god, I'm such a genius. Genuinely, oh, that has just saved so much time. It's not flawless yet. I need to get some hoppers, but whew, iron is a very long way for me right now to waste it on hoppers. But I do lose a few, like you can see. But so I decided to do this again. And we're going to go 5 more. Why not? So, does 10 work? I think it does. It broke my shovel, but let's just try it with this. Now, you can't see it going in my hotbar, but I'm getting 10 at a time. It's so good, guys. I reckon you could probably do it longer than that if you really wanted to, but I didn't really want to because my wall was in the way, and I didn't want to go out there and face the slimes of death. But yes, cobble and gravel, very easy to get for me right now. I'm very, very chuffed to come up with that random idea. It's probably been done before. I'm probably not the first person to think of that. But hey, I don't know. I just play and come up with these random things in my head. But yes, our first iron mesh. I can't believe it. It's taken forever. And look at my 2 little slimes behind in the background. You're going to see them for a very long time. They're so annoying. But yes, I've been pretty dumb here. I should have separated this, really. But I didn't really realize some different mod packs or different versions of this, it will only sieve in one, which is a different mesh, but this one does it all together, which is quite a strange thing. But yeah, this is the maximum you can do. So I believe it's 25 sieves is the maximum. But yes, we just got our first emerald. But you can see, how much am I sieving here? And I'm hardly getting anything, guys. You mainly get flint, and that's it. It's quite harsh. I feel like the mod pack developers probably edited or changed it because maybe he or she wanted you to go down the route of crops or a different way, maybe? I don't really know. But anyway, I'm trying to get myself some redstone, and there we go. Unfortunately, you only get redstone from the iron mesh, so you got to grind a lot to get redstone. Now, redstone is very, very valuable for the mechanism machines. So I was trying to lean towards that a bit because I started looking into it. And what I can actually do is double my ore, essentially, with mechanisms machines. So you'll see later, I'll show you, but you can crush down the little chunks I get and then make them into dust, which you get 2 from 1 chunk. So therefore, you put the dust in the furnace and it makes 2 iron ingots. That's how it works. So I don't know if there was a better way at the time, but I thought it was quite good. But I want to show you this clip here. Look, these are 3 iron meshes, and I'm hardly getting any iron. Look, I'm only on 36, 37 now. You know, very grindy, guys. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, I was getting this stuff, fluorite, and it was like tier 3. So I presume it was pretty good, and I actually equipped it. It's actually really good. Very, very good armor this is for early on. I mean, I was getting that from the iron mesh, so you know, it's not hard to get, but I didn't really see a lot of other uses for it, so I thought I might as well just make it into armor. But yeah, very grindy. As you can see, it's just never gonna stop. But eventually, I will become Iron Man and become so rich. Anyway, a bit of time on, and this is exactly what I was explaining. So I've made a metallurgic infuser, it's called. And if you power it, I've had to use some heat generator thing. It's the only thing that generates power for what I had at the time, resources. Very, very inefficient. Very, very rubbish. Let's just... Oh, no, we got 1 log up there still. Okay. Unfortunately, it won't quite reach. Likewise. Unfortunately. But yes, you can use the metallurgic infuser. You put coal or charcoal or anything like that into it, and it will make it into like a liquid. And then you can mix that with iron, and it makes enriched iron dust or something. And then you use the rich infused dust to make steel, basically. That's how you get steel. And then with that steel, you could start making some different mechanisms, machines or whatever. But I wanted one called the enrichment chamber. And that's the one that makes you get double your output, basically. That was what I was going for. It's quite a long grind to get to it, though. But yeah, I needed some glass. I needed to do a lot of things. I need to keep that thing powered, but honestly, guys, it's very hard to power that thing when you don't have a lava generator or anything like that. I mean, I do have a way of making lava, but it's only manual input. I mean, I could attach it with a hopper, yes, but I got no pipes to move the liquids in and out or store them into. Oh, I don't know. Very complicated because obviously I'm so used to playing mod packs where there's a lot in it, if that makes sense. This is so limited. It's really, really cool though, because it really throws you off. But anyway, I made a juicer because I noticed there's this stuff I could make, and it's so easy to make. Look, what was that? A couple of clay bricks to make the juicer. Fruit punch gives you 16 saturation. Finally, no more stupid silkworms, guys. It's over. Yes, I don't need to eat them horrible things anymore. And I can basically drink one of these, or pop one of these, I guess, and drink it. I don't really know. Yeah, away I can go. And as you can see here, I made myself a couple more crucibles because I need lava now, and I need a lot of coal, so that's why I'm cooking up a load of logs, basically, to power this heat generator thing I've got over here. Just to power this thing. Watch, look, how fast this thing eats up. Basically, it turns any flammable source into a actual lava source. That's what it does. So it kind of like converts it essentially. I don't know if this is a good way of making lava. I don't know if you can take it out of it. I'm not really 100% sure. But anyway, I'm trying to get lava buckets. That's what I'm trying to do to make this enrichment chamber. Quite a mouthful. I'm sure if you played Mechanism and stuff before, you would understand. But you could just saw there how crazy is that fruit punch. It's absolutely insane that it can actually give you so much saturation that quick. So next I decided to go ahead and grow a load of beetroots, and this is just to make these different things I need for mystical agriculture. Again, if you've played this before, if not, you will know what this is or whatever. Basically it's an altar, and you've got like 8 pedestals around it. And you got to put different things in it, and it makes a seed in the middle, essentially. You need to power it with a lever. Unfortunately, you have to use red carpet for it. I guess it's because that's the way the mod is colored it, I guess. And as you can see here, I'm manually filling this. Absolutely tedious. In the future, there's probably a better way. But, you know, when you just start off, this is all you can kind of do, really. Yeah, very fun. And there you go, you can see that is crushing. One of them will give you 2 dust, basically. But yes, the actual mystical agriculture thing, quite easy to make, but again, you need it. It's just the red dye, so that's why I was growing the beetroot, basically. Yes, and I realized you can actually make something called a tank here. I should have looked at this before. Very cheap, really. I just need a bit more redstone, though, unfortunately. But what I can do is store all the lava in that, and then put it into the actual heat generator. Now I needed some more string to obviously get wool to make the carpet for the mystical agriculture altar thingy. And yeah, in my opinion, I had a few leaves left over. Easy way for me to get a load of string is just using a crook on the infested leaves, basically. So, as you can see, turning the actual beetroot into red dye, turn it into carpet, and this is a start of some of the altars that I need. Oh no, these are the pedestals. I've already made the altar, sorry. There it is over there. So when you place this thing down, it puts down a few ghost blocks, look, just to show you where to put these little altars. Quite simple, really. It's not that difficult. I played with it before in a 1 block. That's what I played it with. And yeah, now I'm just growing some dark oak saplings. Now, because if you noticed earlier on, I used the vein miner with the jungle tree and the spruce tree. They're too big for breaking it all in one. Save myself a bit of time, and I love dark oak. It's my favorite wood. Yeah, I'll just grow dark oak because it's easier for me. I was trying to put the lever on top of this thing. I swore that you could, but maybe they've changed it? I don't know. I was trying to put it on the top or on the side. I don't know. But anyway, what kind of seed am I after here? I'm after a base seed. Now, I need prosperity for this. And after looking into this, there's not a lot of options to get prosperity, unfortunately. So yeah, because normally I'm pretty certain, like if you sieve normally, you would get prosperity shards. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that is the case. So it looks like I had to go down the route of the orchid, which is from Botania. So Botania is in this as well. And as you can see, I'm gathering up a load of different coloured flowers here. Again, if you don't know what Botania is, this is another rabbit hole for you. It's basically a magic mod all involved around crops. Well, plants, I should say. Or flowers, I should say, actually. So yeah, you need to make quite a few different things. But I was making here a flower pouch. And what this essentially does is collect your flowers. If you grow the flowers and if you break the flowers, it will suck it up for you into that little pouch. But you can also store it in there, so it's just a better way. But anyway, what I'm making here is a pure daisy. And what you can do with this is actually put stone around it, and it will turn it into... Ooh, I can't remember what it's called. I know this one is called living wood, but what's the other one called? Oh, it's gone off my tongue, guys. I'm terribly sorry, but it turns it into like a white stone. Oh, I really can't remember what it's called. That's going to drive me up the wall now. I'll remember one time at some point. But anyway, you need to make all these different blocks for the actual mod. And essentially what we're trying to do is generate some mana from certain flowers. Now, I've made some endo flames, they're called. And what you can do is chuck, a bit like the heat generator, you can chuck like coal or logs or anything you would use for furnace fuel at them. It sucks them up and it sends the magical mana to what I'm making now. And this is a mana spreader. You send it to this pool, which is what I'm holding in my hand right now. A mana pool. Oh, I really can't remember what it's called. Oh, well, we'll forget about it. It's going to drive me up the wall, but hey, that special stone. It's a white rock that the pure daisy changes it into. But anyway, we need to link all this up with a wand of the forest. And again, this is all... I know this mod quite well. It's a very old mod, so maybe most of you have seen it. But you need to link all this up. And once you link it all up, it should be good to go. And it will fire out the mana that's generated from these flowers into that pool. And then with that pool, we can throw like ender pearls in there or diamonds or iron ingots, and just to get different ingredients basically for this mod. But anyway, all of this is going towards one flower that I need to get prosperity shards. Wow. It's a bit of a mouthful. But I'm starting to realize this is not a good way. I know this mod, and this is going to take me a very long time to get there. I need to generate so much mana to get one of these ingots, and then I need to throw it through the teleporter to get these runes. I need to do this and that. I've just realized, oh my god, this is going to take me forever to get prosperity shards this way. Surely there's another way. Surely, surely, surely. Anyway, I decided to bite the bullet anyway and make some more endo flames and start this process properly. Let's start throwing out a load of logs at this thing. Obviously, I can grow a load of trees quite easily. I mean, I do need to use bone meal, unfortunately, but I can get that from my composter and stuff like that. But yeah, this is starting to fill up. As you can see, very slowly. It's a very lengthy process, this mod. But it's supposed to be like that because it's quite powerful gear. Anyway, I decided to scrap that idea. Maybe I should be thinking about the Nether. I genuinely don't know how a Nether generates on a Java edition flat world. Especially when I've turned off structures. So I'm very, very intrigued with this. What is this like? By the way, I made uranium tools as well, because why not? Oh, okay. It's a normal Nether. Okay. I genuinely didn't think it was going to be at the time, which is really, really cool. So maybe there's going to be some Nether prosperity shards in here, because there can be end ones, Nether ones, and overworld ones from what I saw in the JUI. So yeah, I mark off my Nether portal because, I mean, I'm going to get lost otherwise. And I spawned inlet and this lava's like pouring down at me. I need to be quite careful in here. But anyway, if you know me as well, I'm not very good in the Nether. I always tend to make silly mistakes in the Nether, or burn to death, or I don't know, or get killed by piglins or something. So I got to be very careful. And that is a good point here. I didn't even have any gold armor on in here at the time. But because I didn't know what to expect when I walked through. So yeah, I'm kind of looking around to see what is going on here. What is this? There's like some new red ore here. And this is actually crimson ore. Yeah, raw crimson iron, I think it is. So it's like another iron ingot, but like a pinky crimson-y color one, which is quite cool. It's a bit more powerful, I think, than iron, but I feel like my uranium was okay from looking into the actual stats of it and stuff, as you're going to see here. I've never seen this block before. I've never ever been into the Nether with silenced gear, I must admit. So there's probably a lot of different stuff in here. But he's also added... Oh my god, there's a wandering trader! Yes. Oh, he hasn't got any new trades, and I can get all of this. That's a shame. Normally, mister, you would be very, very good on a flat world, but not on this one. Because we got mods, man. But yes, there's also silenced gems the mod packs developers added. And you're going to notice there's a lot of different gems and stuff. And also, I've made myself a gold helmet. But I thought I would make the gold helmet from silenced gear to see if it worked the same as a normal vanilla one. And it does. But not only that, I can level it up, right? So I decided to make myself a massive cobblestone wall here because I don't know if piglins are going to go funny if I break that. But no, they didn't. And I think that's citrine? Citrine? I don't even know how you say it. Also, I got some solium dust, and this is what I've been looking for. This is it, guys. It does exist. Prosperity shards. So we don't need to go down the orchid route. So that's really, really good. I found some more of this crimson iron. There's some more prosperity there, and I found some like black stuff here, and it looks like a black diamond, and it is a black diamond. Wow. And this thing, look at the armor. It said 18 if you didn't spot that. It was quite quick. But yeah, I could get prosperity now, which means I can make these seed base, and I can actually go ahead and hopefully make myself different seeds. Now, the seeds I'm thinking I really want is obviously iron and redstone. I started to realize as well, my whole technique here doing with the charcoal is, it's not very, very good. So I was sitting here like thinking, what can I actually do? I've got a nether portal. Why don't I just go in a nether and steal loads of lava? It's probably the best idea, right? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I decided to grow a load of these. Before we actually go and do the lava trick, I decided to grow a load of these, like I was saying, and I want to go ahead and make myself a mob farm. That's what I'm going to do next. So a quick little edit here. I didn't want to speed this up or do a time lapse or anything. I just wanted to make a mob farm and wanted to show you quite quickly. But the beauty of Java is we can actually crouch lower than on Bedrock Edition. So yeah, Mr. Slime can't get me now, which is really, really cool. And I'm basically going to make a standard grinder. That's what I was going for. There's no crazy like fans or anything involved. There's nothing, guys. It's exactly the same as a standard mob grinder. So I haven't done anything different here whatsoever. The height, I put it at 20 blocks. I wanted to make it so I could kill the mobs myself, just because I wasn't too sure if the essence actually dropped. And look down there, there was actually a pillager raid. So I had a wandering trader, and I actually had the pillager raid. Now, believe it or not, a spoiler here, the only wandering trader that I ever saw was that one guy. And he was actually in a nether most of the days. Because I went in there and he was just randomly in there all the time. But anyway, mob grinder is pretty much there, as you can see. And all I need to do now is finish off the roof and chuck a load of torches around. Pretty self-explanatory, really. I did put some slabs around the outside of this as well. It's just to prevent mob spawning actually on the roof of this thing, because I want to get the best rates as I can. And there we go. We have got our first little skelly bob there. And I've put fences all the way around as well, just to stop slimes. But there we go. I've got myself one of them. I forgot what they're called. The essence stuff. God, I swear my memory's gone a bit funny today. Oh, Inferium. There we go. So it's Inferium essence. And then what I can do is wrap this up with a seed. And there we go. I get my first ever Inferium seed. Now, guys, I've never ever grown one of these on a Minecraft 1.16.5 mod pack before, like this. So bear that in mind. Most of the time, whenever I grow these, using bone meal, what a noob. You should have known that, right? It's not going to work. Yeah, most of the time I would put these in like a plant pot or a botany pot or a hopper pot or something, and it would just grow for me, basically. So, yeah, I've never actually physically grown them as if they were a plant, which sounds a bit odd, especially in 1.16.5 mods. But yeah, we've got to constantly do this, guys, by the way. I'm showing you different things I'm doing, but I am, in the background, just constantly doing the iron grind. And I made this thing. I found it. So it's a pump. And I was under the impression that if you power this thing and make all these pump pipes, yeah, you can actually put the lava into the pump and then make the pump eject that lava into that heat generator. That's what I was going the under impression here. Couldn't get this thing to work. Again, I've never used an electric pump before because why would I need one? I've tried putting a tank here that was full of lava under it. It didn't work. So I'm getting really confused right now. I've even set this to empty and it still didn't work. So I swear it should have. But then the only way I could get this to work is by manually doing it myself. So I think the idea is you're supposed to take it with you to, i.e. the Nether, and hook it all up, and then it will suck up all the lava, I guess, or water maybe. Again, I don't really know. But anyway, long story short, I cut this down a bit, quite a lot actually. I made myself an upgraded tank. I filled this one up, and I decided whenever I was going to the Nether, I would just fill this thing up and keep it completely full like that. So that is basically 28 buckets worth of lava stuck in that machine, plus 24 buckets in this one. I don't know how much the pump holds. I think it was 8. There's a lot of buckets of lava there, so it's good to go for a bit of a while now, which is really, really cool. Also, I updated this to trapdoors, but now I've removed the trapdoors. I'm actually going to make this automatic now by using magma blocks. And yeah, because I realized I don't actually need to kill them manually. They just drop the Inferium Essence regardless if you kill them or not. So eventually, over time, I will set this up to be automatic, but even at this stage, guys, by the way, I'm probably on like day 39 or something like that right now. Even at this stage, I still haven't got a lot of iron, which is absolutely bonkers. You wouldn't believe it, but it's true. Because I've made so many mechanism machines and different stuff, turning the iron into steel and using iron for meshes and stuff, you just burn through it so fast. Anyway, I've made some things here called growth accelerators. Again, something I've never really touched before. I know them, I've heard of them, but basically you put them one block below wherever the plant is growing of the mystical agriculture plants, and it will actually make them grow quicker, which is really, really cool. As you can see, it still isn't cutting it. Oh god. Yeah, I'm making some upgrades now, by the way, for these mechanism machines to try and help with the energy efficiency. Oh god, this whole lava situation is driving me up the wall. So I decided to go ahead and just start building a bit of a house because I needed a bit of a different route or something different to look at, or something that was honestly so focused on automation at this point. I needed to actually go ahead and do some building, maybe. I'm not a builder, I always say this, but I do like to build. I try, let's put it that way. But anyway, with the Feed the Beast Ultimine, I can actually clear out grass and things quite a lot quicker, which is really nice. So I went for this kind of look. Bit weird, but it's kind of like a good way of me using up a few blocks that I didn't really want. So I got blackstone, I got polished blackstone, sorry, polished andesite and basalt. I put some slime around just to give it the whole, ooh, I'm in a slimy environment, my bed's covered in slime, you know. I don't know, I'm so strange, I know, but I wanted to get the feel like, oh my god, my house has been infected by slimes. There's slimes everywhere, and that's all I can think about. Slimes. I love slimes. No, I don't really. They're so annoying. But anyway, I wanted to put this little altar thing out here as well. What I'm trying to do is move things across from that middle part and make that into a bit of a farmy area. And this is going to be where my storage is. That's what I was going for. Problem is, I vein mined out quite a lot of this dirt, and I need to fix all that because it looks horrible, and I don't want different things spawning in there. So yeah, I want to be a bit neat for once in my life. So it's all coming together now. It's really good. And not only that, because I built the house there, the actual mob farm is working 24/7 if I'm in there. Because I've noticed while I'm so far away in the other side with the crops and stuff, this thing doesn't do anything. It turns off or something. Now, there probably is a way of me making chunks active or something, but I don't really care at this point. It's not a biggie. I'm not desperately in a rush for mob drops. It was only mainly after a bit of the Inferium to get me started. That was what I was after. But anyway, I wanted to make some stone bricks for the roof. I'm just trying to mix a bit of a random color palette kind of thing. I'm kind of thinking a bit factory mode, kind of. That's what I was going for. Mixed with this weird slime thing that I'm doing. I tried to make it look like there was slime dripping down the roof or something. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm silly. I just couldn't stop thinking about slimes, to be fair. But anyway, I wanted to put some spruce doors just because, in my opinion, they're one of my favorite doors in Minecraft, I would say. They just look so cool. But yeah, we got wooden beams and stuff. I ended up making a couple of hoppers, and this is the cheapest way of me doing this. Was making a hopper minecart. And obviously you get quite a lot for, you know, your iron out of this way, if you know what I mean. So making rails, you get quite a few rails out of it. A hopper minecart is a bit cheaper than making 9 hoppers, right? So yeah, that's automatic. The only thing it does suck is it makes a bit of noise. It's all right. There was some flaws with it, I noticed. I had to go ahead and eventually put trapdoors around in case the item's better. But yeah, look at this. A quick update on the old mystical agriculture crops. We're getting quite a few now. Again, this has been taking a very, very long time. And I need to go back into the Nether to get some prosperity shards. Because I started to run out. Obviously, I've been spurning these things, making the growth accelerators. But I needed some because I was nearly there, guys, to make iron seeds. So finally, we are almost there. So I've gone ahead and moved all my machines into my house now and set this up. And what am I doing right now? I'm making upgrades, but not only that, I'm also making a new machine, which I'll show you in a second. And there we go. We finished the whole line of 7x7. Beautiful. And here we go. I've made a wind generator, so a windmill, in my opinion. Wow, this is cool. I've never seen a windmill in Minecraft. But yeah, this thing generates power, but I've used these before on a skyblock, but I remember them spinning a lot quicker. Now, after looking into this a bit, the lower you are, the less power it generates. I'm at Y level 4, 5, right? Yeah. I wish I built my base up in the sky now. It would have been smart, but I didn't really want to change it into a sky block. But anyway, it does generate a lot more power, and it's free power. I don't need to keep going to get lava. I don't need to burn up some charcoal now. But yeah, beautiful. I also decided to go underground with my base as far as I could. Obviously, there's bedrock there. Just to put a bit of storage under. So I wanted to keep all my little minerals and my ores and stuff all down underneath, just so it's all neat for me. And again, I am kind of shifting stuff across from the starter base to this main base now. And obviously I'm putting down blocks as well, and that's what these chests are for. So you can see I'm filling this one up with granite, and the idea here is that I got blocks here, and then underneath the sieves I've got all of my stuff that you get from the sieves, if that made any sense. Under it, I was just trying to organize myself because I felt like I was getting a bit messy in the other area. It was becoming a bit of a lot of different things, and that's all the gems I got. Wow. I actually ended up getting quite a few diamonds, by the way. You've obviously noticed I got a diamond hammer. If you do play this, I would highly recommend getting that. It's totally worth your first couple of diamonds. Anyway, I started to realize I made a bit of a boo-boo there. There we go. And this is how you upgrade these little essences. So you can have to make one of these crystals. Again, this is using up more of these essence. Very, very grindy, guys. Like, so grindy, man. So grindy. But anyway, I think I've got enough to make my iron seed. Oh my god. Boom. Here we go. It's worked. It's worked. Ah, beautiful. 1 iron seed. So this thing will actually drop iron essence. And I think 8 of them will actually give you 6 ingots, which is very, very, very good. You imagine I got 7 by 7 of those iron crops growing. I'm laughing in iron right now. That's what it'll be like. Anyway, I decided to make myself some of this special soil, well, farmland, sorry, which is orange, and that is what that essence was I just used. And I was wondering if there was a difference. Like, does this increase the speed or something? Because again, I've only used these farmlands in botany pots, and you have to use them if you're going to use the certain tier crop. But it doesn't look like it really does anything. So I decided to go ahead and look into this a bit more, and I found out you can actually make a watering can. And I made this thing, and what does this do? You fill it up with water, I get that, and then you can water, but when you go to water, it stops watering. I genuinely couldn't get my head around this. Look, particles come out, but then when I go on the crop, they don't come out. I checked my settings as well to make sure my particles are all on, and they were. But it definitely works though. You can see what the iron crop there with the better soil was sped up. So I'm not really too sure. I would have to do more research into this. But yeah, I ended up making the book, you know, the mod pack book to read up about it. It doesn't really say a lot. But I noticed I started to look at growth accelerators, and I noticed, hang on a minute, you can stack multiple growth accelerators? Oh my god. So it said these ones can go up to 12 blocks. So wait, does this mean I'm going to get 12 times the speed growing now? Is that a thing? But bear in mind, this has got no water here, guys, as well. Yeah, this thing is growing quite quick. It's like on its 3rd stage already, and I'm just continuing to put a piece of dirt around. Now it's on its 4th. This is crazy. But yeah, I decided to leave it there for a bit and do some more experimenting and see. So I feel like this is the route I'm going to go at. I need to make an absolute ton of these growth accelerators to speed up my whole process here. But now we got water there. We are laughing. This is... It's quite pricey though. Also, I noticed I wanted to get myself something called Fortune. I'm sure you know that in Minecraft. But I needed something called Chaos Ore from what I need. I didn't really want to go fishing and try and catch it, or I haven't really got a good way of getting leather, really. I mean, there could be cows around, but I don't really want to go and look for them. I wanted to get this Chaos Crystal. Now, I was under the impression that it would probably be in the Nether, and I needed this Chaos Crystal because I can make a special table that I can make any type of enchanting book I want, as long as I give it this certain recipe. So I was on a hunt, I found some of these prosperity shards, and that's why I wanted Fortune, because I was more than certain if I had Fortune 3, I would get more, right? Much like you do when you mine lapis or redstone or whatever. And yeah, I'm just showing you here, I've got a lot of different crystals. So I'm hunting around looking for prosperity shards and this chaos crystal. And yeah, I keep stumbling across these different crystals and stuff. And then I spot over there another prosperity shard, which is very nice. And I just wanted to show you here, I've actually got quite a lot. And yeah, the last part here is a bit sad, guys. A hoglin, a hoglin decided to beat me up. Well, I picked on him, I must admit. And it ends here. It ends here. Oh dear. Yeah, I GG'd it, guys. So, if you want to know what day I was on actually on day 51. So I just scraped in to day 50. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Very cool mod pack. I will happily play it again in the future. Here's my statistics on the screen. I'm DanRobzProbz. Thank you very much for sticking around if you watched the whole thing. I will catch you next time